Welcome to ValueLine's online training video, which will cover the digital report. In this presentation, we will talk about how to utilize the digital report, how to customize, and also how to find the traditional PDF report as well for a specific company. To begin, you could access a report on any company from various methods by simply going to either the dashboard or browse research. You can access companies from any lists, or you can go right to the top right-hand corner, type in the ticker of a company, and then click on the name of that company as well. Once the report is loaded, there's a whole bunch of different things we can do. We can customize this report, we can look at the PDF version, or we can switch between multiple reports. I'm going to go back to the dashboard to show you how you could also just simply click on the name of a company and load the digital report as well. So at this point to review, we clicked on a company directly through a list, or we went to the top right-hand box, clicked in the box, typed in the name of a company, and then clicked on the name of that company to load that research report. What I'm going to go and do now is I'm going to go back to the top box. I'm going to type in the ticker for Disney. I'm going to click on Disney, the name of the company, and up will come the digital report. So now let's go over what we're looking at. In the top banner, in the dark shade, we have the name of the company, the exchange it trades on, and the ticker. To the right, we have a button that says Add to Watch List. By simply clicking this and choosing which watch list we'd like to add it to, and hitting Save, we then successfully have added this company to one of our watch lists. We know that because if we come down here and look at watch lists, it tells us this is now included in one watch list. To the right of the Add Watch List buttons are the forward and back buttons, which will allow you to scroll between lists that you may have loaded, such as frequently accessed companies or any proprietary lists you may have created. Below the banner bar with the name of the company is some information on the company itself, such as the last price, the change, trailing PE, and so forth. We also provide our rankings for timeliness, safety, and financial strength. You'll notice to the right of this, there's three shorter bars. By clicking on these, it will scroll this particular banner bar and allow you to see additional information. Below this informational banner bar is another gray bar that will include the industry rank and the name of the industry that this company is in. If we look to the right, it'll tell us how many alerts are set for this company, how many watch lists are included for this company, and if we had any notes, how many notes were for this company. And then to the right of the My Notepad feature is the PDF Reports button. By clicking on this, we're now presented with some dates of reports on Disney. We can choose which report we'd like to see. By clicking on that date, up will pop the PDF. Closing down the PDF will bring us back to the digital version. Depending on the level of your subscription, you may see more or less historical dates to choose from. Going through the digital report, we notice that there's boxes, or what we refer to as modules. Each one of these modules can be moved around. Some can be expanded, some can be maximized, printed, or exported, depending on the subscription that you have. As I scroll down, you'll see more and more modules within this template that we have to choose from to either keep, change, or leave. And as I scroll to the bottom, you'll see that you could access additional reports as well down here, just like we did the PDF version on the top right-hand corner. As I scroll back up, you'll notice on the right-hand side, this menu is going to follow us. This is going to tell us a list of the modules that are currently available and those that are hidden. By scrolling back to the top, I'll demonstrate how we can customize this report to make a template that suits our needs. Please keep in mind, depending on your subscription type, customization will be available or may be limited. So to move any module, simply click in the title bar and drag it to a new location. We'll see that other modules change their shape or size or position based on where we're dragging other modules. And as I scroll and grab a module and position it differently, the template will adjust accordingly. You also can notice in these modules, ValueLine has provided much more graphical depictions of data to get a better picture for you and help you quickly assess information on this particular company. Such things like the graph for the rating or rank, graphs to illustrate charting, colors to illustrate availability, and so forth. Coming all the way down to the traditional look of graphs, which you can expand, and if your subscription allows, print or download data specifically from this module. Please note the download feature is reserved for our professional subscribers and is not available in the retail or the library versions of our subscriptions. As I scroll back to the top, I'll show you how to then save a template that you created. Once I've positioned all the modules where I like them, I can then come to the right-hand side, click on Save Changes, give this a name, click on Save, and the system will save this template, which I could use for future reference. To switch between the templates, I simply come here, click on the gray banner bar. I can see my template library below, and above the standard industrial template from ValueLine, which defaults to the type of company we're looking at. If I wanted to add some modules, I simply come back to this gray area, click on my template, add a charting module, for example, and the new module will be positioned at the bottom of the screen. To expand a module, I simply click here, and now I'm looking at the full charting module. Charting will be a separate presentation where we'll go into depth on how to use this feature. To close any module, I simply click on the X. I can maximize or minimize other modules by clicking on the choices next to the word hide. And if I wish to hide it altogether, I would just click on that. As I scroll back to the top, you'll see the gray bar follow me all the way. If I wanted to add yet another feature, such as my notepad, I now have my notepad module added. I can click on New Note. I can give this note a subject. I can say, buy when hits a good level, for example. Click Save, and now I have a note saved for this company. By scrolling back to the top of the digital page, you'll then see I now have one note indicated in my banner bars up top. On the left-hand side, you'll see we have a current list option, which will allow me to see a list of recently searched companies that I've been looking at. This list could also include the investment survey, a watch list, or any list out of our list universe. You'll notice as I hold my mouse over a company, what's called a baseball card, we've used the terminology, to show a quick view of this company. I have the option on the bottom of this baseball card to add this quickly to my watch list or set an alert. Watch lists and alerts will also be covered in detail in their own presentations. If I move my mouse back to the digital report, the current list option collapses, and now I'm back to my research report. So in review, We can customize by grabbing a module, moving it to different areas. We can save this as our own template. We can access the PDF reports by clicking on PDF report, clicking a specific date, and then looking at and printing out the traditional one-page PDF report from Value Line. By closing out the PDF report, it returns me back to the digital version, where I can continue to scroll through my lists and customize accordingly. These can be printed out as well, and again, depending on your subscription level, you could export some data right from certain modules. So at this time, this concludes the section on customizing and using the digital report. If you need further information, you can visit us at www.valueline.com for our retail customers, or www.valuelinepro.com for our library and professional users.